Hello everyone, SJmapler here, and today we're playing some Monaco. Monaco is an indie game. I believe it's indie. Maybe it's not indie, but either way, it is a smaller scale game where you play a band of thieves with their own varying techniques and abilities in order to perform magnificent heists over luxurious locales. Yes, and today we're talking about diamonds. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Now, I'm sure I'm not the first one to consider this, to think about this. Why are diamonds so important in our society? Now, I'm not sure if this applies to everywhere in the world, but I know this tradition is widespread. When you want to propose to someone for marriage, or like to announce your commitment to them and stuff, you give them a diamond ring, and that's kind of crazy to me, because if you think about it, there's no real significance to diamonds, or at least initially, because they're just rocks you wear on your fingers. I mean, if you're gonna like give the person you care about the most significant thing you could think of, does it have to be a finger rock? Does it really have to be a finger rock? Like, it's just weird. Wouldn't you give them something they like truly care about, that they could use, something that's useful? And so I thought about it some more, and like, diamonds kind of make a lot of sense in some ways, because one, it makes it way easier to propose to someone with a diamond, because now that there's a standard to now that there's a standard which makes diamonds the object of proposal, you don't have to think as much about like getting something. You know that when you want to propose to someone or for marriage, you give them a diamond ring, and that's just the way it is, and they're okay with it because that's just the way it is. I mean, if you had to actually think about something to get your significant other besides a diamond ring, what would you get them? You would have to put so much thought into it, which would make the gift better in theory, but like, what if they don't want it that much, or it breaks or something? That's another thing. Like, even if you get something that they want that's incredibly useful, eventually it will wear out and cease existence, probably, unless it's very well made. But diamonds don't wear out. Diamonds last forever. That's one of the appeals of diamonds. They're one of the most indestructible minerals, if not the most indestructible mineral found on planet Earth. I'm not quite sure. I know they're very, very, very hard to break, and they're very good at cutting things too. But that's another aspect of diamonds we're not discussing here. Yeah, so diamonds are forever, and they don't break easily, and they make it much easier to propose to someone. So that's what I came up with, of like why diamonds are a thing, why we propose to others with diamonds. I don't think it should strictly be diamonds though, and I heard the story from my friend. I don't know if it's true, but I kind of want it to be true, because this kind of adds a little variety to the whole proposal thing. My friend told me, and again, not sure if it's true, really want it to be true, that in the olden days, the days of yesteryear, people proposed to each other with rings still. They still used rings. They still used finger rocks, but they weren't necessarily diamonds. They were a variety of gems, and all of them were up to the proposer's decision, I suppose, maybe? I'm not sure. But I thought about that, and I'm like, emerald rings, ruby rings, sapphire rings. Pokemon on the brain. But, yeah, those would be cool. We should get more gems, right? Like opal rings, aquamarine. I mean, like, there'd be so much more color in this world. It'd be neat if we could just propose to each other with like various gems. Of course, they're not as indestructible as diamonds, but the reason diamonds became the standard was not just because of their qualities, but because the one guy who had connections and like access to all of the diamonds was like, hey, this is the best gem. This is the bestest gem of all time. It's better than all those other lame gems. Don't even think about getting those gems. It's all about the diamonds. And then everyone was like, oh my gosh, diamonds are amazing. We must buy the diamonds because they are the top tier gem. And then everyone bought diamonds, and now they're rare, so there's actual value to them. So the guy who had access to diamonds is now really rich. Well, probably dead, but he was really rich and successful, and he made diamonds into a commodity which is thought for. And if that story is true, that's pretty awesome, I have to say, because you know, it's funny how we take like it's funny how clever he was, but yeah, diamonds being one of the most indestructible, most cutting-edge gems of all time, being so incredibly useful within technology. I mean, you got like diamond saws and stuff for making construction or something. I don't know. I know they put diamond on things to make things cut better. I mean, that's so incredibly useful, having diamonds to cut things. I mean, imagine what a diamond sword would do to things. That'd probably be really ineffective, actually. You might want a diamond saw, because then you could actually apply, you know, proper force here and there. Oh, just died as the pickpocket. Well, got caught as the pickpocket. Whenever you lose a character, all the different characters are your lives. So you only have one life with that specific character, but your band of thieves is your collective amount of lives. So now I'm playing the cleaner, who could knock out unsuspecting people, which makes my job a lot easier when I'm trying to take over this, well, not take the money from this building. And previously I was playing the pickpocket, who had, as you may have seen, well, you probably saw it if you were watching, who has a little pet monkey who can rob various money and gems scattered about with ease. So the pickpocket himself doesn't have to go in and sneak past everyone. The little monkey friend of his can just do it all for him. Yeah, okay. So anyways, back to diamonds. Don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was, which is what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, we have all these great uses for diamonds, and we can't just put them on our fingers. We can't just say, hey, this is the thing that means love. This is the thing that means my commitment to you. Here you go. Wear it on your finger, and think about me and stuff. I mean, it seems so silly, you know. That's a thing that could change, you know. Maybe in the future when there's no more diamonds, if there are no more diamonds, who knows? Like, diamonds won't even be the traditional proposal method. And then what? Then what do we propose? Do we go to the next gem? Do we create a new tradition where people are like celebrating good times and proposing to each other through piñatas? I don't know. I don't know why I said piñatas. I don't think that's the best way to propose to someone. A piñata? I mean, you would enjoy the candy. You would get to hit something, and it wouldn't hurt anybody. But, you know, piñatas aren't that special. Apparently diamonds are. I don't know. Apparently finger rocks are more significant than animals made of candy that you get to beat up. And, like, that makes sense, but at the same time, they're still finger rocks. Like, come on. Here's another mechanic of the game. You can actually take uniforms and other attire, apply them to yourself, and become one with the working environment, being less suspicious for a temporary amount of time. So here I'm walking around as a security guard, using the computers to create viruses which disable cameras, alarms, and various security locks. And yeah, I'm just going through and cleaning up the place, because I'm the cleaner. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, so anyways, carrying on. Diamonds. Yes. And, yeah, like, even with the ring aspect, you know, diamonds are always there. You always have a diamond. You might have another gem with the diamond, but the diamond is always on the ring. Rings don't even have to be gold necessarily. You could buy silver rings. Like, even gold, which is rare, has, doesn't rust. I believe it doesn't rust. Could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Like, gold is also forever. Gold is also valuable. Gold is out there. It's not necessarily mandatory in the, ring buying proposal tradition. I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't buy gold. Maybe silver rings are for different things. Maybe gold is similar to diamonds. I'm not quite sure. I didn't quite do my research. I'm not proposing to anyone. Not yet. Maybe not ever. Who knows? But, like, it's just weird to me. Gold I see more value in because gold can be molded into anything. Diamonds cannot necessarily be cut into anything. Like, you don't see spherical diamonds because that would cost way too much, but like rounded gold, that's a thing people can do, and gold's pretty cool and strong and stuff. I always liked silver more than gold, to be honest, but yeah, I'm gonna go for the gold probably if I do propose to anyone, because that's tradition, man. If you don't get gold, lower standards, question mark? Probably not. No, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter if you have a diamond or gold ring. Like, it just matters you care for each other. I mean, hopefully the diamond represents how much, like, effort you're willing to put into the relationship, maybe. I don't know. Is that it? I don't know what the gauge is. That's another thing. There's, like, different types of diamonds, like, all this whole carat rating system. Like, who cares? Who wants to look at a diamond and be like, oh, you have a 24 carat diamond and I have a 1 carat diamond? That's a big deal because your rock is shinier than my rock. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It's all very confusing and weird and strange. I mean, they're all finger rocks. They're all shiny finger rocks. If you have a shiny finger rock, I mean, I don't think there should be a disparity between any shiny finger rocks. I think all shiny finger rocks should be displayed as shiny finger rocks. I don't know. Diamonds, you know? I mean, if I looked at the practical applications of diamonds, besides the whole sawing thing, I'm pretty sure I'd be more convinced that, like, diamonds are way too useful to be used as shiny finger rocks. But then again, I don't have an answer to what would replace them. I mean, I guess I do with the whole other gems aspect thing, because I don't think there's any, like, ruby saws. There might be. I don't know, but, like, maybe rubies are too fragile. Maybe they just don't make sense in this world. Or maybe they make perfect sense and we just don't use them. I'm not quite sure. It's quite a conflicting thing to get used to, you know. All these things that you just grew up with and you, like, get used to are completely strange, but you don't really question them because you just grow up with them and you're like, okay, I guess I'll do that. What's the alternative? I don't know. Should we be looking for alternatives? I mean, I imagine people could get pretty insulted if they were proposed to with lawnmowers or some other thing. Like, if someone was trying to be thoughtful and it came off as, like, really not thoughtful because we're so used to diamonds, I don't know. Would that be fair? Is that fair? Should we just stick with diamonds? Is it just easier? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we should go above and beyond. Maybe we should express ourselves with actual objects that, you know, have meaning beyond shiny finger rock. I'm not quite sure. But what I do know is that, I don't know, life is interesting and diamonds are cool. Maybe not cool enough to be proposed as marriage devices, but they are cool. And I hope you have a good day. And, you know, sound off your thoughts if you want. It's up to you. And enjoy yourself as I clean out the rest of Monaco. Thank you and goodbye.
Quoi? Je crois qu'ils ont filé.